snow is falling down and it is cold outside. We gather around the fireplace and no one can...
Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel and thanks so much for spending part of your day with me. If you're new here, my name is Michawn and I do weekly DIYs, hauls, vlogs, and other fun things. So if you want to join my journey, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell next to it so you don't miss an upload. In today's video, I have my first of 2 buffalo check Christmas DIYs, and I'm super excited about them. This is my first time doing buffalo check designs, and I had a lot of fun doing it. The first video that I am going to do right now is actually going to be 2 wreaths, and it actually was a little bit time consuming, but they turned out so great. They're so cute and I absolutely love them. Make sure you come back for the next video because it's going to be just some home decor items with a little bit of buffalo check here or there. And I'm going to play off of the colors. They're red and black, and just give it a little bit more of some glitter and pizzazz. And I really, really love how everything turned out. So if you enjoy the video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up because it definitely helps on my channel. All right, dolls, let's get to the video. So for the first wreath, I'm using these buffalo check bows that I picked up from Dollar General. They were just $1. I have this mirror that I had on hand from Dollar Tree, some twine, and I picked up these boxwood greenery picks from Walmart. One is glitter and one is just regular, and then I have these red berries that I already had on hand. I'm going to go ahead and take apart my mirror. I'm not going to use the mirror part or the inside, just the rim of the mirror. I'm going to go ahead and paint that moss colored chalk paint. Got this paint from Walmart. It's their Waverly brand. I've had this for a while, and I really like this color, and I thought that I would use this to kind of hide the black for when I do put those greenery pieces on there. So once I have colored, once I have painted that all around and the inside, I'm going to go ahead and take apart the glitter boxwood picks that I do have. I'm taking apart the glitter first, like I said, and I am going to go ahead and glue that to the top of my now wreath form. I'm going to go ahead and space it out to the length of each stem, if you say, and then I'm going to go back and fill it in with the excess that I do have. So I really want to use the glitter twigs, the Twitter, what am I talking about? I want to use the glitter picks first because I really love how it looks. So once I have go ahead and glued all those down to the top of the wreath, I'm then going to fill in to make it fuller on the inside. So here you can see half of it is already filled in, and the other half I'm I'm only using one hand because if you can hear my baby in the background right now, I had to hold him while I was doing this. So that's why you only see one hand, and I'm trying to multitask. So basically all I'm doing is taking those glitter boxwood picks and go ahead and filling in the holes in between the ones that I spaced out for the length of each one, if you get my drift, if you know what I mean. And that's just what I'm going to do all the way around. All of my glitter boxwood picks that I had were used on the top of this wreath form. Now I'm going to use the boxwood pick that is not glitter, so just the regular form for the inside and the perimeter on the outside of this wreath form. And basically all I'm doing is not making it as full as the top of the wreath, but just the length of each of those sprigs. You can see what I'm doing right there. So that way I can get the most usage out of using all of these picks. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my berries and cut those down a little bit and just kind of place them where I want and just glue them to the front. Pretty simple, pretty easy. You can do whatever you want. You can put whatever you want on here. Then I have this pick that I got from Walmart last year, and I'm just breaking that down, tearing that apart and putting the berries there. It looks like a grape to me, that big dark red one, but I think it's just another berry, and then some pine cones, and just kind of placing everything how I want. And all I'm doing is using hot glue or sticking them in there if they would stay, but really just hot glue for all of them. And I love how this looks. Of course, wanted to add some buffalo check ribbon to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the ribbons and going to actually, I'm not the ribbons, the bow. I'm actually going to take off the shiny red tie that goes in the middle and wrap it around with some twine. So I'm just going to go ahead and tie it in the back of it and just wrap it around. Tie it down and cut it off the excess ribbon or the excess twine. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut the ends of the bow to make it look a little bit more like a bow, but like have kind of like a jagged edge on it. But yeah, I mean, you can see what I'm doing there. And then once I cut that to the way that I want it, then I'm just going to go ahead and glue the bow down to the top of the wreath once I've got the form that I like on this bow. I didn't have enough space on the top of my wreath actually to get all of the boxwood sprigs up there, so that's kind of where the middle of my wreath form is. And then I just put some twine on the back of it to hang it up. Pretty easy, wham bam, thank you ma'am, and I absolutely love it. I think it's so cute, and it was made out of a mirror. For the next wreath, I am using this foam wreath form, and then I'm also using this extra piece of buffalo check fabric that I had. Is actually from a tablecloth or table mat that I picked up from Dollar Tree. You'll see it in another DIY where I cut it up and I used the red part, but I decided to go ahead and use this for the wreath form. So what I'm actually just doing right here is I'm just cutting it down in rows of 2 that you can see, and then going to go ahead and wrap it around that wreath. So I'm just going to hot glue it down and wrap it around to get all the coverage that I can. And it actually worked. I had to kind of manipulate it at the end and pull it a little further down to cover it all, but it covered it all with just this one piece of fabric. So yeah, if you see my other DIYs, you see that, well, a lot of times when I have these foam wreaths, I use burlap as a base to cover my wreaths because I feel like those are really, really cute to be able to decorate year round for like a farmhouse rustic style, just having that burlap base form and then decorating it however you want. So that's kind of what I'm doing, taking a play off of that, but with just this buffalo check form. And it really turned out really, really cute. You don't really have to match up the patterns or anything. It kind of automatically does that, but it doesn't really matter if you get to do that or not. But see, at the end, this is what I'm talking about. I had to kind of push it over a little bit to make sure that it covered the entire green wreath form. Then I'm going to go ahead and think about taking which ribbon I wanted to use. I thought about just using burlap, but I really love this ribbon that I got from Dollar General. It was just $1, and I just made a cute ribbon, a cute bow out of it. I didn't show you that because I'm really bad at making them and it takes me forever. But that's pretty much what I did. I made a big bow and put it on the top. And then I'm actually going to tie this up with some twine because I didn't have any more of those, like the command strips or the command hooks to put on here. So I had to find another creative way to hang this on this window form that I got from Target's Dollar Spot for $5. And I'm just tying the twine around the top of the wreath and the back of that window frame and just gluing it down. Now I kind of did it a little low, so I needed something at the top and still was loving this boxwood glitter floral that I had from Walmart. So I went ahead and took off some of those pieces and tied it around with some twine. So I just kind of bunched up even pieces. I think it's 3 twigs on one side or 3 sprigs on one side and 3 on the other. I think 3 or 4, something like that. But pretty much all I'm doing is just wrapping some twine around that to keep it together, fanning it out a little bit, and then gonna glue it to the top. God bless you. Gonna glue it to the top of that window, and I absolutely love how this turned out. The little mistake of just putting that wreath a little further down on that window for me to put this greenery on really spiced it up for me and really made it so cute, so farmhouse style, and I absolutely love this. So excited that I was able to accomplish these buffalo check wreaths the way that I did. All right, dolls, well, that's all I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed this, and make sure if you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. Also, give me a big thumbs up because it definitely helps me out. All right, dolls, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.